Stampers! Today we're going to make this card. I posted this one on my blog last week, and this one uses the Always Artichoke, and then this one I made with the Rose Red. But today we're going to make the one with the Baja Breeze. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to be using a lot of goodies from the Occasions Mini. And let me start with the base card. This is Baja Breeze, and this is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. That's going to make your base card. Okay, so then the crumb cake is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and I used the letterpress plates, the Lots of Love, for the background. They're pretty. And I used the Whisper White craft ink for that, and I have a video on also how to use this letterpress plates. And then I went ahead and sponged the edges already with the Baja Breeze. Okay, so then we're going to use the Springtime Vintage designer paper, and this is cut at 1 inch by 5 1/4. And then we're going to use the Baja Breeze 1/2 inch seam binding ribbon. And then we're going to use the beveled window panes. And then we're going to use some vanilla rosettes. And then the greeting, Key to My Heart, is from this stamp set called You're a Gem. So cute. And then we're going to use a little tiny key from the Trinket Keys. So let's go ahead and get started putting our card together. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on this back side of this crumb cake. I find that putting the adhesive on the crumb cake first makes it easier to work on the front because the beveled window panes makes it a little bit bumpy. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and grab the Springtime Vintage paper, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply some adhesive on one end, just like that first. And then I'm going to grab the window pane. Okay, so this is what the beveled windows look like, and there's a total of 12 in the package, and you get 3 sizes, and you get 4 of each. Okay, so first we're going to go ahead and slide the ribbon into these little slits right here on the side of your beveled window panes, and I'm feeding it from the front to the back, and then from the back to the front. So it should look like that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and adhere one side of the ribbon down, because then I can position that window pane. And then on your designer paper, you're going to take your sticky part that you put the adhesive on the back side. You're going to slide this up underneath the ribbon, and then adhere that down on that one side, just like that. And then you can go ahead and finish attaching your ribbon to the back side of your crumb cake. Okay, so let me adhere this side down a little bit tighter. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, so then we're just going to go ahead and put this right onto the card. Just like that. And I'm just going to cut a couple pieces of this off. Okay, so then you're just going to slide your linen thread up underneath your Baja Breeze seam binding ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a knot to gather that ribbon together, just like that. Okay, so you're going to do the top part the same way. Just tie a knot with your linen thread. Okay, then you're just going to go ahead and trim those tails off. Okay, so then next we're going to go ahead and add the bow, and I also have a video that I posted last week on how to do this bow. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take a mini glue dot, I'm just going to take my paper piercing tool here, and I'm just going to place this right over top of that linen thread, and then I'm going to also take another one and put it over top of the bottom linen thread. And while I'm at it, I'll just go ahead and add 2 more glue dots to the side for the little flowers. Okay. So then once your ribbon's ready, then I find that leaving the strings, once you pull them, leaving them in place until I get it on the card, and then I can adjust it. So I'm just going to set this over top of the glue dot. And then you're going to take another glue dot, actually 2 more glue dots, and you're just going to kind of position them on the card where you want that ribbon tails to go. I guess there looks good. Okay, so then take your strings and just pull that a little bit more. And then I'm just going to drape that over to the side and just adhere that down with the glue dot. Okay. And then this would be the time to trim your tails. Very cute. Okay, so then for the center of the window pane, I went ahead and stamped the image in the Early Espresso, and it says Key to My Heart, and I stamped that onto the crumb cake, and then I punched that out with the 1 3/8 by 5/8 oval punch, put it on a dimensional, and then I also sponged that also with the Baja Breeze. And then for the rosettes, now let me show you these. These are what they look like when they come in your package, and you get a whole bunch of them. You get 3 different sizes. And I used all 3 different sizes on the cards. This is the 1/2 inch size, this is the 3/4 inch size, and then this is the 1 inch, what we used on the Baja Breeze. So I'm going to do the same thing on this one. So I just got the little rosettes, and I'm just going to set that right into the glue dot. Just like that. And then I'm going to use the little trinket keys, and this is what they look like when they come delivered to you. You get 4 of the trinket keys, and then the little jump rings, and then also the clasp. So you can actually put this on your necklaces or your bracelets or something, but I already got one out, and they come pre-packaged. They're very cute. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to go ahead and set this right onto that glue dot, just like that. Isn't that cute? So then the final touch is to take your shimmer paint, and then I mix that with the alcohol. I also have a video on this, and I'm just going to spray across this a little tiny bit just to give it some shimmer. Just like that. So pretty. Okay, so there's the Baja Breeze, and the Rose Red, and then the Always Artichoke. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later. Bye!